Hey everyone, welcome back. It's Jojo with
And it's Shruti.
We're finally here.
Today. Yes.
This is
Have you been
our
missing?
finale.
Yeah,
I
have you been
have.
missing Coke Studio?
Of course I have. But also I have to say that after the recording the PHIR MILENGE reaction, we were supposed to record this BTS reaction on that same day in the same session, but we couldn't do it.
Yeah.
It was emotionally too draining. So we were just like, no, we can't. We need to get to this next week. So we're getting to it next week after this. Like it, I think it took me a couple of days to get over and out of the PHIR MILENGE zone, kind of, or at least a day. And then
I must tell people this.
huh.
That next day, after we had recorded that one, जब ये वाला गाना record किया था, अगले दिन, Jo sending me pictures. And she was fully distraught for the next day also. Like she sent me pictures of fully like she was still so emotional. It was kind of cute, but also like a little worrying. And then it was also like, but that's the impact of music, you know, which is there and which remains with you with like a good song. And that's what happened. So I'm very happy that today we're getting.
But also this one, she'll record and she's gone. Now she's in and she's at home with her family. She's chilling. I was editing it. So while editing it, I saw it twice. Then after editing, uploading, I saw it again. So at least like in that day, I had seen the reaction myself some 4-5 times. So I was just getting impacted. So the next day I was fine, but when I woke up, my eyes were like puffy because of the previous day. So I was like, what is this? And then I think I felt sick through the week, and I was like, but why do I have a runny nose? It can't be this long. Sorry, TMI. But like then I realized, oh, I'm actually sick. It's not because of the song. So anyway, I've been recovering this week. Let's now finish our journey with this magical journey of this magical song.
Ready.
Oh God, I don't have tissues. Okay, I'll grab one in the middle if I need it. Chalo. I hope I won't need it because bahut rula diya. See, people are worried. People are thinking like, oh, like, you know, there's some like issues and there's no issues. It's just the song. Everybody relax. It's very cute how worried people are. I'm just very emo and I like connecting with music with like no, no holes on. So, okay, chalo, let's do it. 1, 2, 3, play.
Coke Studio, Season 14.
This is the last song of the season and it's called PHIR MILENGE.
Boys are here.
I like their shirts.
Actually, I'm writing something. I haven't finished writing, so I'm just gonna finish it up, see how it sounds. Feel achhi hai. I like, I've heard Coke Studio, always been a fan of Coke Studio. So yeah, it's a big thing for me, and thoda sa nervous hu, I think.
Rap is a very mature genre, if you ask me. You know, people think of it as शायद हो सकता है फर्क सोचते हैं मेरे लिए बहुत mature genre because the songwriting that comes in it ना तो मैं तो कहता हूँ rappers को song write करने चाहिए बाकी melodic type वो बात कर रहे थे हम उस दिन बिल्कुल because वो depth pretty different है यार वो straight forward बात है जो लोगों को फौरन hit करती है समझ आती है. I am a youngster fan, you can see. उनकी journey remarkable है. ऐसा डुओ मैंने नहीं देखा कभी अपनी लाइफ में. I wanted them on the season.
कैसे किस्मत हमें मिलाती, फिर हम बिछड़ भी जाते हैं कि किस्मतें ही तो काबू नहीं आती. शाम में धूप की तरह, सुबह रूप की तरह. मतलब कला जो थी ना वो वाली लाइन काट दी. केमिस्ट्री ऑब्वियसली वो एक दोस्त वाली ज़्यादा है, मतलब भाइयों वाली है, दोस्त वाली नहीं है, भाइयों वाली है. और वो बस नेचुरल है. वी डोंट डू एनीथिंग. आ जाती है बस. हम मिले हिप हॉप के थ्रू थे बिकॉज देयर वाज दिस टैलेंट शो स्कूल में, और उसमें ऐसी मैंने जाके कहा कि मुझे रैप करना है ये वो, तो तला भी वहाँ से आ गया था बिकॉज वी वर टू ऑफ द फ्यू पीपल जो हिप हॉप सुनते थे उस टाइम पे स्कूल में. तो उसको पता लग गया कि मैं भी सुनता हूँ, और वो फिर मेरे पास आया कि यार क्या सीन है ये वो. दैट्स व्हेन इट ऑल स्टार्टेड. टैलेंट शो पे तो हम परफॉर्म नहीं कर सके थे क्योंकि इट वाज रैप, तो तैयार नहीं थी दुनिया फॉर द कंटेंट जो था उसमें.
1 2 3 4.
दिल के किसी कोने में ही याद तेरी मैंने छुपा रखी है, छुपा रखी है. भूला नहीं तू भी मुझे बातें मैंने बना रखी है, बना रखी है. समा जाते दिल में वो ऐसे, जाने तो मिलते हुए कैसे, बारिश में भीगे हम बहते, समंदर के किनारे जो रहते, उम्मीदें लगा के वो बैठे, जो अपनों के हम वो भी सहते, ये दुनिया तो छाती पे बहके, ये बारिश सी होठों से बहके.
Then came Abdullah Siddiqui. So he played a beat for me. पता नहीं किसी और दुनिया में ऐसा लग सकता है कि ये बीट और ये मेलोडी कहीं कंबाइन कर सकते हैं, बिकॉज इट्स अ वेरी ग्रूवी बीट. यू कैन मूव लाइक दिस बट द मेलोडी इज फ्लोई. बट समहाउ व्हेन आई sang over it, it just connected.
मिले दर्द बहुत, कभी तू भी मिल, दिल में रहती नहीं, जानम तू ही दिल. आज मेरा ही ना तू, इंतजार रहा मुस्तकिल, कभी है गम की शाम का भी मोहब्बत की मुख्तसर. नजरसानी करो खलासी, करो मेरी कला की, जाने वाले चले जाते हैं किस्मतें ही तो काबू नहीं आती. छाँव में धूप की तरह, जिस्म में रूह की तरह, गुजर दिमाग से आते हैं लगातार लहू की तरह. हम खाए जाएंगे दो दीवार मुझे किसी भूख की तरह. तेरे बिना नहीं कर भी कर अकेले महसूस ये किया. तेरी कभी भूल हुई ना आज भी रही दिल में खरा. खिज़ा भी आई पर हम तो दिल का बात भी रहा ना हरा. तेरा ही एतबार बाकी सारी दुनिया में भरोसा नहीं बना. तू मुझमें दिखे इंसान बाकी सारी दुनिया में दिखे बस कला. तू है मैं हूँ और गहरी खामोशी, हम दोनों ही नहीं सुनते जो कुछ भी ये कहती होगी. गली है दिल की तंग तेरा उसमें आना ना हो, तेरे मोहल्ले मेरा तेरे मेरा जाना ना हो. तू है मैं हूँ और सिर्फ फासले हैं, रात में मुनक़ता और तो सिर्फ हम आपके हैं. राज़ी नहीं राज़दार भी क्या मांगते, हम खामियों पे पर्दे यहाँ लोग कम ही डालते हैं. हम सिरा में रख के ख्वाब रातें जागते हैं, हम तुम्हें तुमसे बहुत बेहतर जानते हैं.
I've never felt like this. I mean, I don't know, but I've never felt like this. I don't know what to say. I actually never felt like this. पता नहीं क्या है ये? What have we made? That I know.
Yeah. You know, it's funny, like I'm thinking we made so many versions of this song where we were trying to be intense and aggressive and like masculine, and it's just like end में यही होता है.
Simplest. दोबारा करें. An amazing flow यार. Once more.
आज जब हम जैम कर रहे थे, it was so special, seeing the reaction. तो एक थोड़ी सेटिस्फैक्शन मिलती है कि हाँ अच्छा होगा ये, और जब ये आएगा तो लोगों को भी पसंद आएगा, क्योंकि जब हम यहाँ बजा रहे थे एवरीबडी वाज लाइक वाइबिंग टू इट.
हमारा जो पूरा क्रू था, जो एनर्जी थी सबकी, मैं सबको देख रहा था ना, तो वो सबकी एक एनर्जी थी.
असल में वो एनर्जी जो है ना स्टन करने वाली, वो हमारे नाम में ही है. तो वो नेचुरल है, कुछ कर नहीं सकते. वी विल ऑलवेज स्टन यू.
We can't help it.
से लेकर यहाँ तक आएंगे सर, ठीक है? बिल्कुल ठीक। एनी डाउट? वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड। ये सब ऑर्केस्ट्रा है जो इस वक्त आप लाहौर शहर सैम्पल देख रहे हैं, और ये लोग वो लोग हैं जो पाकिस्तान फिल्म इंडस्ट्री के मायनाज लोग हैं, जिन्होंने पीछे 50 साल 60 साल से फिल्म इंडस्ट्री में काम कर रहे हैं। पीटीवी में ये लोग काम कर रहे हैं। इन सब में सीनियर हमारे जावेद साहब हैं।
हेलो, मैं कोक स्टूडियो के साथ सीजन 2 से हूँ।
अब कितने साल के हैं?
तो अब मैं हूँ तकरीबन 60 का होने वाला हूँ।
50 साल हो गए जुल्फी।
50 साल।
अगर कहीं आपको वायलेंस के टोन नजर आए तो यही लोग हैं पाकिस्तान में जो बजा रहे हैं, और इनके लिए हम क्लैप करना चाहते हैं।
इनक्रेडिबल, आपने सुपर हीरोज इकट्ठे किए हैं। शुरू से हमने रखा हुआ था कि यंग टर्नर्स एंड फैसल कबाडिया एंड इट हैज़ टू हैव एन ऑर्केस्ट्रा, एंड देन वी एडेड द ऑर्केस्ट्रा वाइब, एंड बस हो गया मैजिक। पूरी तरह से हो गया।
चुके हैं फलसफे, इतनी दिल लगी कि खुद कोई ना पढ़ सके। एक अदर तो दर बदर यूं बेखबर ही चल पड़े, याद खींचती है आगे ही ना बढ़ सके। सादगी बन चुकी है माजरी, जैसे खड़े हो सी मकाम पे हम आज भी। आज फिर तू आई नहीं, आज फिर तू शायरी, आज फिर तू एक कुमान याद तेरी खाएगी। वो थी मेरी रजा, तो बन गई मेरे खुदा, क्या सजा बन गई। मैं जागूं सारी रात सुबह बन गई। पे बरसते अब ये बादल नहीं, तू मेरे हर की दवा में धूप में खड़ा महसूस कर जरा। मौसम बदलने में तकिए लोगे बदलने रूप की तरह। शामिल तेरे दीवानों में मिलेंगे ख्वाबों में तेरे फैसलों में उनके सवालों के बारे में जानोगे। याद पे बालों से कैसे भरोसा करे अब इंसानों पे। तू ही ख्वाब, तू ही मेरी ख्वाहिश, तू ही एहसास, मैं क़यामत तू बारिश। मिलेंगे फिर कभी उम्मीद भी तू आस भी, खुली किताब करते जख्मों की नुमाइश। कहानी
what you've written as well, दोनों ने जो लिखा है और जो जिस तरह एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हो यार, मतलब I just now want to hear Faisal Kabadia's voice. I swear to God. I decided कि I have to write a melody for Faisal Bhai, whose voice is an iconic voice. I have never written anything for him, so I didn't know कि melody में लिख भी सकूँगा कि नहीं. Even I have heard him and his band while growing up, उनका म्यूज़िक सुना, तो वो एक था कि I was working with him इस तरह से for the first time for Coke Studio, and it is the first time he is also working alone.
मुझे old school कहते हैं। I'm an old school. I'm excited to work with you guys.
मैं बता नहीं सकता हमारे लिए कितनी बड़ी बात।
हाँ, मुझे पता चला।
I'm really excited.
अभी तो हम परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं, मगर जब फैसल भाई आएंगे और वो अपना ये पार्ट शुरू ही करेंगे, तो पता नहीं मैं वोकल करूँगा उधर आगे से, मैं क्या होगा उधर नर्वस ना हो जाऊँगा।
प्रेशर तो बहुत ज़्यादा है, एक्साइटमेंट उससे ज़्यादा है, क्योंकि मैंने सारी ज़िंदगी उनको सुना है। मतलब जब से हम बच्चे थे, वी यूज्ड टू लिसन टू हिज म्यूज़िक स्ट्रिंग्स में, एंड ऑल थ्रू माई टीनेज मैंने उनको सुना है।
Okay, so my oldest son is called Arman, and छोटा वाला Jibran. Okay.
Hi Arman and Jibran. This is Talha. शायद आप लोग मेरी आवाज़ से जानते हैं, Talha Anjum.
This is Talha Yunus.
And just wishing you best of luck. Thank you so much for your support. और हम obviously मैं सुनने में आया कि आप हमें गोट कहते हैं, but हम actually एक proper गोट के साथ अब काम कर रहे हैं।
I was so excited. जब ये जुल्फी ने आइडिया दिया, मैं कहा यार ये तो चमके होगा। And I am very excited to work with them because these guys are the present. These guys are going to be the future of Pakistani music. So I'm going to learn a lot from them. मैं तो अभी इनसे थोड़ा rap भी सीखूंगा। That's the current thing.
That'll be cool actually. Again, live
and all in one take. यार फैसल भाई बस क्या कहें. I'm so sorry to put you guys through this, but I think this is something, an opportunity for us to do something crazy and something cool. Inshallah. TY, this is where you are. ठीक है? You standing over here. The camera pulls out. And यहाँ पे as soon as we're pulling out, फैसल भाई यहाँ से आ सकते हैं? As you're pulling out, you're already here.
So when first Zulfi called and he said that I want you to sing this song, I said Zulfi, मैं तो बिल्कुल भी इस वक्त interested ही नहीं हूँ कि मैं गाऊंगा for the time being, because you know we just concluded the band. You don't want to rush things. You just want to go with the flow, and right now I'm not in that frame of mind that I want to go solo. And he said, but this song जब मैं बनाया है तो मुझे सिर्फ आप ही की आवाज़ सुनाई दे रही है उसमें. इतनी वो कहते हैं ना कि मज़ेदार तरीके से जुल्फी ने मुझे कन्विंस किया, and I'm thankful to him that he actually got me out of it.
सुबारकी यहाँ पे होने चाहिए.
Honestly speaking, when I heard the concept, I was a bit reluctant in a way. I was scared because you know I have never heard in my 30 years of career कि one take video and one take audio. ये तो पूरा एक concept है maze का जहाँ पे everyone is situated. So this is a huge task. Yes. And I was really scared initially, लेकिन अब हमने 3 rehearsal किए तो उसके बाद तो लग रहा है कि man, we gonna nail it इंशाल्लाह.
गलती कोई गुंजाइश ही नहीं.
You did.
किसी ने भी गलती की तो फिर हम
गलती and then we have to start
from the top. फिर पूरा एक ये pressure जो है ना, एक
pressure में कोयला बने diamond.
Be bars.
General concept of the track is कि we are actually going through a person's journey in different parts of his life.
Okay.
Hopelessness, pain, chaos. But at the same time, there's always light at the end of the tunnel. And that's what we want to sort of reflect. This is the person.
मैंने एक डब्बा
She is the genius behind, you know, creating this whole place.
When Zishan called me, the first thing he said was that, you know, we only have 3-4 days and it's almost impossible, and it's you know, he came with a real, you know, and I just got really excited actually, because I love this kind of stuff, you know, challenges are good, they're fun. I think we have about 14-15 different spaces in here. Some have wallpaper, some are painted, some are old, some are Victorian, some are industrial, some are just random.
चैलेंज यही होता है कि आपको थ्रू आउट पूरे वन टेक में लाइट सेम रखनी होती है और बैलेंस रखनी होती है. सबसे बड़ा चैलेंज यही होता है कि हमारी पूरी टेक में और हर जगह हर साइड डिफरेंट लगे और बैलेंस रहे, कि गलती नहीं हो सकती, मार्जिन ही नहीं है.
सर बेचारे कब से लाइटिंग कर रहे हैं, नॉन स्टॉप 3 दिनों से लाइटिंग कर रहे हैं सर. कितनी लाइटें जो इस्तेमाल हुई होंगी यहाँ पे, ये तकरीबन कितने सेटों में है अगर नॉर्मल करें?
12-18 सेट तो कर लेते हैं.
नहीं खुदा के लिए क्या करें?
नहीं सही है, 12-18 सेट.
ये लाइटें सब 12-18 सेटों की लाइटें हमने इस्तेमाल की है. वैसे तो लगता नहीं है, इट डजंट
लगता. यहाँ पे आप वीडियो में देखें
7-7 पीछे 3 साइड में 5-7-6.
I have been thinking about it for the last 2 days and just thinking कि how just एक thought start होती है और वो अकेले नहीं आती है आपको. मतलब even यही thought के यार हर गाने की वीडियो अलग होनी चाहिए. You know, then you see hundreds of people here because of that little thought.
A thought
that happened months ago.
यंगस्टर की तो उनकी ऑलरेडी वाइब बड़ी, उन बॉयज़ की बहुत हिप्पी और थोड़ी बहुत गैंगस्टर टाइप, और मुझे इस तरह के लोग काफ़ी पसंद है. टर्टल नेक, लॉन्ग कोट, इस तरह की वाइब मेरे जहन में थी, तो हमने उसी तरह की वाइब डिज़ाइन की, जो कि हमारे सेट के साथ भी बहुत ज़्यादा जेल आपको होती नजर आती है.
Love the looks.
फैसल कबाड़ी को अगर आप देखें तो ज़ाहिर सी बात है 25-30 सालों से आप देखते आ रहे हैं, और ये मुझे उनकी लेगेसी को देखते हुए उनकी लुक डिज़ाइन करनी थी. उनकी स्टाइलिंग के लिए स्वेट जैकेट और इस तरह का उनका टाइप बनाया है कि वो थोड़ा सा रॉक स्टार भी हो बट रॉक स्टार लगे भी ना, एक नेचुरल वाइब आनी चाहिए।
Interestingly, when Coke Studio started in 2008, season 1 strings were artists and the first ever Coke Studio. Season 7 we wore a different hat and we became producers. And season 14 वो कहते हैं कि आपको पता नहीं होता कहाँ तकदीर किस्मत जाती है. Now I am actually going to have my first solo song with Coke Studio again. So Coke Studio plays a huge important role in my life.
Good job.
मैं जब कल आया था रिहर्सल पे मुझे लग रहा था कि ये कैसे होगा and I had my doubts to be very honest.
बना रहे हैं literally this was a fraction of a second we made it. लेकिन वो आ गया था टाइम. आ गया था fraction of a second.
इससे बड़ा स्टेज अब तक हमने नहीं, we haven't played on such a big stage. When we were kids, तो हम तो मतलब वही अनरियल सी एक बात लगती थी कि we'll be doing Coke Studio but
वो जो हिप हॉप जॉनरा मेन स्ट्रीम हो रहा है ना इससे, वो एक बहुत जो है ना बड़ा एक इम्पैक्ट लेके आएगा जो मुझे लगता है इंडस्ट्री में.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a wrap. Young Standards and Faisal Kabadia.
It seems magic and I hope this magic shows to लोग देख सकें इस magic को because it was definitely a magic down there.
कहानी कहाँ ख़त्म होती है. फिर मिलेंगे कभी अजनबी की तरह, इस आस ने दिल में सुबह रखी है.
Wow. I loved that right in the end they put the entire recap, like even if it was just in flashes, that was just.
I'll cry again. Why does it have to end?
खत्म नहीं हो रहा था तो ऐसा गाना कैसे बनता? फिर मिलेंगे, and that too like right at the end. I have come to accept हर चीज की एक. Even goodbyes have a very beautiful place within the whole circle of it, no?
Yeah.
It's just.
Subha rakhi hai. So I thought I'll write down points like I did last time to because it was a long video, so I didn't want to forget anything. But I was so engrossed in the video, I couldn't. But there's a lot to talk about. I feel like
we started crying right at the start. That was just like too much to see him going through that, along with everyone and individually when the talas came in and जब वो practice कर रहे थे, मैं सोच रही थी, I was like, इनको separately क्यों वो कर रहे हैं? And Zulfi has such a wonderful singing voice. we got to experience that because, the entire team wasn't there. So I was just, there are so many.
I mean, I've always said he should sing more. His songs have been on loop for like many years on my show. And like anyway, yeah. We also covered one of his songs just before Coke Studio started this season. Yeah, he needs to sing more often. But yes, dude, I don't know where to start because it's honestly, I know I was in India when we reacted to Jhoom, and that was January, first or second week. No, was it? No, third week or something. So it's kind of been like a little over 2 months, but it feels like it's been it's
much
been
longer.
so much longer that we've been part of this world and engrossed in it. It just feels like the journey has just spanned a much longer time than just a little over 2 months. No, I don't know what to say because, like you said, like there's beauty to endings also.
Yeah.
But
and it was such a treat to watch the Talas singing during the rehearsal, no? And actually talking about it, because otherwise उनका कोई एक ऐसा video नहीं मिलता है जहाँ पे वो बात कर रहे हैं. And so openly and so, that they're bearing their heart in such a way, because it's true, all of us have grown up on strings. And to be performing with, Faisal Kapadia for it, like it must have been something entirely different for them. And to get to know that from their POV, that was lovely.
Yeah.
It was just...
I felt like, because we just recently reacted to the Insights, right? That BTS video of theirs. And we got to see a little bit of them talking. But the thing is that, again, is from a perspective of someone who's followed them and who's been a fan of theirs and their music. And in that, like, they are the stars, like they are the focus. Here, it's because it's Coke Studio, it's the biggest platform. And there's Faisal, and there's Zulfi, and there's Sherry, and there's Abdullah, and there's a whole crew and everything that's going on within this zone, within this world. They like you said, they were so cute. No, but they were so like they were. It was like a Alice in Wonderland. It was just like a kid in a candy store kind of look in their eyes, because even when they were sitting and talking, the two of them on the couch, and their BTS section was there. They just both look like these happy children, who are just like, yay, we're at Coke Studio. We've been dreaming about this. Yay, we're performing with Faisal Kapadia, who's been our idol. Yay, we're working with Zulfi. And, it's like there was so much joy that was evident, and so much like, oh my God, have we arrived? Has all our hard work finally brought us here? That was very like,
and at the same time, when their faces was, the moment they were doing their bits while they were singing and rehearsing, everyone else's faces were like, are we witnessing this? Are we actually seeing both of them perform? Everyone's face had that look of being mesmerized and amazed and like, wow, these guys are talented, everyone had that shock, bewildered look.
And the thing was, and I specifically good you brought this up, because I want to talk about that rehearsal in which Faisal was not there, because every single person in that room knew, and it was evident on their faces and their eyes, that we're creating something that's truly going to move people to some kind of level that we've never imagined. We're truly creating a masterpiece in the true sense of the word. We're truly creating something that's, because it was evident on everyone's face when they were saying their lines. It was also evident on their own faces ki hum like ye lines itni powerful hai, right? It was evident on Zulfi's face while he was singing, and then he had to come in and do Faisal's bits, and he was listening to the verse. It's actually difficult. I was thinking how and I think Yunus said this also at some point, right? After hearing Faisal's voice, how will I come in? Will I be able to say my lines? I think even like for all of them, it's like, will I be able to say my lines? Because his lines are so strong and powerful. I'm going to be getting emo here. Like, everyone just knows how powerful every section of the song is. So, and then remember when they got on set, he also said कि किसी की like even a small mistake की गुंजाइश ही नहीं है, फिर start से शुरू करना पड़ेगा, which you know. So and again,
like Faisal Kapadia to say that, in his such a long career, and like,
but it's live, it's live video, it's one take, and it's live audio. So he's also not done it in 30 years. It's a first for him. And like I was saying, I think in Ye Dunya, the whole moving and rapping and not missing a beat is just insane. And that of Ye Dunya plus Muazzez Sarif, where I said it about Faris also walking a lot and getting his things. I know they've rehearsed it, but it's still it boggles my mind. And in this, especially because there's a maze, there's a little narrow corridor you're walking towards. There's other 3 people involved. There's an orchestra involved. There's camera angles, and like there's so many things on your mind.
There were bulbs which were jutting out, like for the visual aspect of it. And I was just thinking कि आप already इतनी चीजें, everything that you're listing down, आप ये सारी चीजें देख रहे हो. At the same time, you have to mind yourself that you're not like randomly hitting yourself with like things that
imagine the precision, imagine. And even like he said, okay, we've rehearsed it now, I feel like we'll be able to execute this. It seemed impossible at the start, but even then we have to talk about this again and again, because there is just so much effort. There's so much effort, there's so much precision, and there's so much like contribution from so many people to make this a reality, a thought that happened in someone's mind one day, and to make it a reality, there's so much effort. And we see the song and we feel the emotion, and we like, I think we probably forget all the other things that go into it. But yeah, my God. And you know what I also found cute in the practice session was when Tala Anjum was saying his verse, how Yunus was so happy. Like, I love that. He was singing along, and he was just like, like he's so happy that this verse is so brilliant. And
I think they both are each other's biggest fans, which also kind of shows, which is amazing.
Biggest hype team.
Right? Because like to be able to do that, that's just like, wow.
They're each other's hype squad. I love it. My God, it was so cute. Like literally, I was laughing because I don't think I've ever seen Tala Yunus smile so much. I mean, I've always been, I find it very scary. So like in this, like I said, they were both very, I mean, he always has a very intense look now. I don't know, but they were.
It was good to see that this side, because they were people who were probably like making them feel humble. It was just perfect. I think it was one of those very few chances where we as audience would get to see them like that.
Yeah, they were probably the youngest on the song, or the youngest on set. I mean, maybe Abdullah and Sherry and these guys are the similar age group, but everyone else, I mean, look at the orchestra. They've been doing this for 50 years. Then there's Faisal and Zulfi, who've been OGs. And then there's everyone else involved, and youngsters are literally the youngest, no pun intended. But yeah, and that reminds me, they were like, hum to stun karenge ya. हमारे नाम में ही है.
हमारे तो नाम में सीधी लाइन, लेकिन अच्छा था. बहुत अच्छा था.
Very cute. So it was very nice to see them like be so cute, especially when they were recording the little audio voice note for Faisal's son. I'm telling you, I was thinking Faisal's got like major street cred now with his kids. Now that he's worked with the youngsters, and he's maybe at home, like how like parents. We don't take parents very seriously.
They're always like looking at others that
I'm like, okay, maybe dad, you're cool, huh? Since you work with youngsters now. Yeah. Maybe you're kind of cool. I'm sure his son is saying that to him. Sons. So yeah, what else? And then of course, Zulfi crying when during Tala Yunus's verse. By the way, that verse is something else, because the more I've been repeating the song, the more I'm just like, every line, it's the best emotional verse from Yunus I have seen. Are you crying again? Yeah. You're crying?
Constantly happens. Yes, I'm constantly like in the zone of it. But the previous time when we heard the thing, because I was missing strings as a band so much, I actually heard the next day like all my strings favorites.
Really?
Because it was impossible for it not to happen. With Faisal's voice, you want Bilal. It's together. It can't happen. Like, yeah.
The end of an era. It reminded me of the special strings tribute that I think were you there, or was it just Maddie?
Of course, Maddie, you and me.
We were. Yeah. So that was done, and I feel like, good you did that. I'll also do. Must listen. But I think it was in the Spotify session also that someone asked, now that he was talking about how he wrote this tune for Zook, because I didn't remember a lot of things from that session, when he said that I wrote this tune for Faisal and I knew that his voice was the only voice for it, and it was in his zone. He talked about that in the session as well. That I just. And he
said very mazedar tarike se, so I want to know how he must have convinced him.
The thing is, during that session, I remember because Zulfi was answering someone else's question, and he's so passionate about this whole season and everything around the art, that when he finished, I was at least like, oh my God. And then Faisal said that now you guys know why I got convinced. When Zulfi starts talking to you like this, how can you say no to this man? Yeah. So it was during that phone call where he was talking about this song and the whole concept of it. So man, seriously, I'm sure Zulfi can sell ice to an Eskimo. Very nice, spicy done. But I honestly don't know what to say now because we have to wrap up our thoughts on this season. And man nahi kar raha to wrap up thoughts on the season. I feel like we should just keep watching it again and again. Maybe not reacting to it again and again. No, maybe I don't know. But I have to say that everyone who's joined the channel because of this season, everyone who's come to the videos of this season and other videos after that, thank you so much, because it just, I know you've been reading the comments too. You guys leave the most beautiful comments, and it really, really is so heartwarming to read and to know that the point of doing a reaction is to talk about the song and how it moves you and see what you can unpack from it, and that has always been the effort from day one since I launched the channel. And it's just heartwarming to see feedback the way you guys leave it and the way you guys have been part of this whole journey with us through this Coke Studio season. Like I am just like, I still have not replied to any comments on the PHIR MILENGE reaction because I kept reading them as they were coming, which I do every day. I get notifications on my phone, but I was just too and it's been a week, and 2 days ago I was thinking I need to, like, I go and I heart like comments and I go and like reply to some whenever I get time, and like, you know, I'm just scrolling on my phone, but I haven't been able to because I'm emotionally not ready. And I feel like when I do that, I'll actually close the chapter and I'll close that video. Right now it's open. So anyway, I will.
There's still something to do. Yeah.
There's still something to do related to this season for me. So I'm just like grateful to have you guys part of the community. And
I know that you guys feel it the way we feel it.
Yeah.
Which I think that common factor, that what we are feeling, you're feeling it equally strong, like, you know, just the way we are feeling it. And then
that's the connecting point.
Send your messages. Yeah. When you send your messages with that connect gets even stronger.
Yeah.
And that, I think, is like the crux of music joining people, the comments joining people. I think all of it together, the community that gets created, I think that's the community of love.
Yeah.
So yeah.
So thank you so much a million times from the bottom of our hearts. And of course, hum log to bas baat karte rehte hain, and we're doing it to a camera. We don't know what is going to come at us when actually the video goes out. But it's super fun. So thank you guys for joining us on the journey. And now let's say bye to Zulfi and the team and like everyone on Coke Studio season 14. Just, we don't have the words. We really don't have the words for what you guys have done this season, because and I was having this conversation with a friend in India, like, you know, how come you started this channel and how come you're, you know, you like, do you enjoy it? And I was like, oh my God, I love it, because in your daily life, you're going through the monotony of routine, and, you know, you're doing things, and most of us are you know, living lives like that. And this sitting down and listening to music and feeling it and talking about it and engaging in those conversations, it really makes you feel alive. And when you feel intensely, those are the moments you kind of search for through your journey through life, right? So that is what the channel's been about, and this season of Coke Studio has just intensified that thought and that.
Yeah, I just want to add to the bit which you spoke about, that how to all the people who are behind making Coke Studio and everyone, you know, through the BTS journey, we've actually seen everyone interacting and what each person does, that it's almost like one has become part of seeing them. And they don't know of us, but we via BTS know of them.
Yeah.
So it's almost like milenge kabhi ajnabi ki tarah. Like for us, you will not be a ajnabi, but for you, we could be ajnabis. You know?
Yeah.
And there's no connection, but yet we've all become so close to everyone involved because it has touched us in that way. So yeah, this song can like quote, I think, for life.
Alag lines, seriously. This song too, like, oh my God, I could just go through the whole list. But yes, absolutely. So let's see, milenge, phir milenge, ajnabi ki tarah ya nahi, but it has been a journey of a lifetime, and I'm not even exaggerating here. It's literally added so much to our lives. So thank you, Coke Studio, and please keep creating art like this to everyone involved. in whichever capacity you do here henceforth in your individual lives. And until season 15. Oh, I'll be so glad seeing it. I know. Full hearts. Full hearts.
Full hearts,
फिर
lots of
मिलेंगे
love.
अजनबी की तरह in season 15.
Yes.
Hope you'll still be around till then. We don't know when it's coming, but we hope soon. Soon, matlab, yeah, ek saal to lagega, but yeah. Thank you, everyone that just mentioned. And if you have any other song recommendations beyond Coke Studio that you'd like us to cover and discuss on the channel, do DM me. I'm on Instagram here. Miss Bola's on Instagram there. Do press these buttons. It really helps support the channel. And okay, we'll see you on the next one. Take care of yourselves.
Thank you for the tears.
Thank you for the tears and the smiles and the everything.
Everything.
Forget